Do you listen to music more for the lyrics or the melody? I checked in with the masses of TikTok on this question, but before we get into that, I need some coffee, so I'm going to go do that, and I'm also going to tell you about some of my favorite records that have come out this year. Alright, so today I actually want to talk to you guys about a couple EPs. First up, we have the new Voidz EP that came out, Megs of Ram. At one time, the Voidz was just a side project formed by Julian Casablancas, who we obviously know as God. The lead singer of the indie rock band The Strokes. But now this is arguably more his main focus. It's hard to put these guys into one specific genre unless you just want to call it experimental. So some stuff throughout their discography could be like hit or miss depending on what you like. Their 2018 album, Virtue, is actually like more lighter and kind of a poppier record. But their most recent album, the one that came out like last year, the year before, I don't think there was anything super memorable from it in my opinion. But one day recently I was just driving and I saw that this EP came out on my YouTube Music and I gave it a listen and I actually like it. Oh, fuck me. I got fucking whole beans again. I accidentally bought whole beans last time at the store and now I have to grind these up real quick. Okay, back to my video. Upon doing some research for this video, I actually learned that this EP was recorded in the same East Village basement in New York that The Strokes recorded Is This It in. There's also this video on their YouTube channel they just put out where the guitar player Beardo talks about this like little synth machine toy thing that he has that he made some of the songs on. He's like in a hotel room and it also hooks up to the TV for visual stuff. Super interesting if you're into that nerdy kind of thing. I wish I knew more about that stuff. It seems really interesting. Either way, it's a fun video to watch. There's only one word to describe the song Blue Demon on this thing.
Polyrhythms.
The song's in normal 4/4 timing, just a standard pop beat. This is where I think Beardo uses one of those synth things I was talking about. And it's just like this very chromatic line that's super hard to sing along and like follow. The lyrics are kind of hard to follow in this one, but that's pretty typical for Julian Casablancas. Russian Coney Island I think is kind of the clear fan favorite on this one. When I was looking on Reddit when this EP first came out, everyone was freaking out over the fact that this song finally has a studio version of it. The last song, Drifto, is arguably the spookiest sounding song on this EP, with some ghostly sounding dark Julian vocals over this 6/8 like creepy lullaby sounding instrumental. There's also some interesting lyrics on this one too. Come shot, eat shit, quick death. Julian's always had such a way with words. Alright, next up is the Dayglow EP that came out earlier this year. Dayglow is the moniker of indie pop sweetheart Sloan Struble. He's known for making super catchy indie pop rock music, all from the comfort of his bedroom in true DIY spirit. I'll start by saying I love Dayglow just because of how transparent he is in terms of songwriting and his music creation. His videos where he shows what he did in each of his Logic sessions on all of his songs are 100% what inspired my behind the track videos of my songs on my own channel. This EP was released attached to his last album, so it's kind of just like an extra 6 songs tacked on to the end of the album that came out last year. Self-titled record called Dayglow. This EP is lyrically the opposite of the Voidz EP, just in the fact that Sloan's super direct and straightforward with his vocals. His stuff's very like mainstream, so he doesn't really try to confuse the listener too much. You can read and listen to his songs and you know pretty much what he's talking about. These songs are also accompanied by lyric videos on YouTube, so you can go watch those there and make it that much easier to sing along. First song on the EP is Self-Esteem, which is just such a fun guitar riff to play right off the bat. As soon as he dropped a video on Instagram playing it, I had to learn how to play it for myself. Super catchy chorus on this song with all of them, but this one does the what I'm gonna call the downward melody, where the notes go down as each line goes on. Been all around the world, it's seen every part of me. I don't know, for some reason, ever since I listened to this song in particular, I'm starting to notice that melody in more songs, and just how effective it is too. Ricochet is another song that rocks on here. It's definitely more rocky for him, which I think is cool. The drums sound just like super wet and punchy. All-Star Number 1 is another cool song. It's basically just a fun and nostalgic sounding indie rock song, with these quirky lyrics about we saying I love you, and going to this restaurant and ordering the All-Star, the Number 1. Yeah, dude, it's a great summer bop, great summer EP. All around just some fun, cool indie pop EPs you can get into. I got my coffee now, so let's go back to my room and see what the talkers think of lyrics versus melody. Alright, so I put a video on my TikTok of the Creed show I went to in my hometown, but I also put a question over it saying, do you listen to music more for the lyrics or the melody? So this is a classic one for everybody. When you're listening to music, do you pay more attention to the lyrics or do you like just singing along to the melody? I have my answer, but I want to see what other people think, so we're going to read some comments here and just have a great time. I'm a vocalist in a band, so it's always lyrics. Well, let's hope you have some pretty freaking good lyrics, dipper. Lyrics when I can, melody when I must. I don't really know what that means, but I like the attitude behind it. This one's interesting. Depends on what I'm listening to. If it's hip-hop or rock, I listen for the lyrics. If it's metal or heavier, it's the melody. I can understand this with hip-hop. The lyrics are obviously the main focus of a hip-hop song, besides a good beat. I feel like the heavier music gets, the more likely they are to have like screams and kind of stuff that's more or less incoherent. I don't want to say it like that, but that's interesting to me that you'd be listening for melody in a fucking kind of song, you know? But interesting comment, I like that. Lyrics mainly, but when they go together, it's truly magical. That's some hippie type shit, but I do agree with that. Last comments I'm gonna read here are actually from two of my good friends, but they also share my answer on this. Melody for sure, don't know the words to some of my favorite songs. Then my buddy Landon also said, when you scream the melody but don't even know the lyrics until you look them up. That's kind of the truth for me, dude. That's my answer. A lot of the lyrics I write personally, a lot of them are like stream of consciousness kind of stuff that just I think sounds cool. But at the end of the day, dude, if you don't have a good melody to accompany that, I mean, what are you doing? The truth is, if it has a good melody, people are gonna love it. The melody is the thing that everybody sings. So yeah, dude, I'm melody all day. That's about it for this video. Now it's your turn to let me know what you think, YouTubers. If you have any other good pop rock records that came out this year that I should talk about, definitely let me know too. I also have my own music. I have an album coming out. I have a few singles out already. So more than anything, please just go check out that stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.